City, a 3-yard touchdown pass in overtime. Kansas City.
Drive with Carrington Harrison.
Back-to-back best sports talk hosts as voted on in the Pitch magazine.
Live from the Van Studios. Here's CDOT.
Let's do this. Another day, another dollar, another edition of The Drive. You are listening to The Drive on 96.5 The Fan, 96.5thefan.com, and also the Odyssey app. Happy to be here with you on this wonderful, what is today? Thursday? Happy to be here with you. You know, you lose track of time when you've been working as hard today as Rob and I. This has been a marathon shift. You can see how, Wednesday, Thursday, the days just kind of blend together. I want to read this top text. I just heard the end of Vern's show, and there was a call that was in this same vein, and I imagine that many of you have a similar question. Hey, Vern, can I start the bandwagon now that the Royals need to lock up Vinny to a long-term contract, 6 years, $100 million? Now, I am not against the Royals paying Vinny Pasquantino, not at all, but I just want to point out one thing. The Royals already have 3 years of club control over Vinny Pasquantino. So I think what Vern just suggested there at the end, I don't really know how anybody could be against this plan. I am all for you buying out all of the arbitration years for Vinny Pasquantino and throwing a little bit of sauce on top. I think he's earned that based on what he accomplished last year, up to the injury, based on what he has done so far this season. If you want to cash Vinny out a little bit, a guy who this year is making $793,000, that is clearly going to get a raise, but isn't going to get the raise that I think is in line with the kind of player that he is. If you want to take care of Vinny Pasquantino and lock him up for the next 3 years and put a little bit of extra seasoning on top, I don't know how anybody could have an issue with that. I don't really know if there's a reason right now to give him a 6-year contract. You don't have to. You already got 3 of the years locked up. And let's also keep in mind, if at any point you want to lock him up to a deal, you can. It's not like you can go talk to another team. Like maybe we're arguing here, well, hey, maybe after the second year, then the price could go up. I mean, last time I checked, there's no salary cap in baseball, right? Like, if Vinny Pasquantino wants to be here, and I imagine that he does, he's been great in the community, done a lot of stuff, I imagine you can just always do it. So I am not saying that I am against the Royals paying Vinny Pasquantino. I'm sure, great. I just don't know if there's a reason to right now. He can't really do anything. He's got 3 years of club control with the Royals. I like him. You like him. We all like him. I imagine the organization likes him. Buy out his arbitration year. Throw $10, $15 million on top. We love you. We appreciate you. We envision you being here long term. And you can always go back and have this conversation. Vinny will be 31 years old when he hits free agency. He's 27 years old right now. All I'm saying is we got a little bit of time before we need to have the conversation about years 4, 5, and 6 for Vinny Pasquantino. Just write out these next 3.
I mean, so you just to make sure I understand your suggestion correctly, and I would say I feel largely the same. Basically what the Royals have done in the past with Hunter Dozier and Cole Reagans. That's kind of how you feel the Royals should treat Vinny Pasquantino. Because if that's what you're all on board with, that's what I'm on board with. And I would imagine Pasquantino's agent are cool with not having his prime free agent years bought out by the Royals, but getting more money in the interim. It seems like a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, Cole Reagans, in February of earlier this year, he signed a 3-year, $13.25 million deal. They gave him a $250,000 check for signing it. So he's making $1 million this year, $4.5 million next year, and $7.5 million in 2027. So you obviously give him more money. You don't got to go through arbitration. You get a little bit of cash to go ahead and sign the deal. We sprinkle a little bit on top. We take care of you. You got $13 million guaranteed. And then, yeah, at some point you'll be able to hit free agency and you can always continue to renegotiate with the player. So, yeah, exactly what they did with Cole Reagans, exactly what they did with Hunter Dozier back in the day. That is the exact conversation that we need to be having right now with Vinny Pasquantino. I will say this because I think this is actually really important for the Royals. Today was one of the biggest wins they've had so far this season. You might not think about it. It might not feel like it, but we have seen a lot of Royals series where things could have gone one way, but they went the other. I mean, it was a 3-3 game yesterday in the top of the ninth with 2 outs, and the Royals due up. You got to get one more out. You got to figure out a way to win that game. That didn't happen yesterday. You lost to 6-3. All right, coming into today, this is one of those swing games. Rob, we love a good basketball analogy. There's a big difference sometimes in a basketball game. Like sometimes a missed jump shot, it's more than just the missed 2 points. You miss the jump shot, it's a long rebound. The other team goes down on the other end. They hit a 3. It's a 5-point swing. Now your coach is calling timeout. The crowd's back into it, and just all the air is let out of the gym. It was kind of one of those days for the Royals today. It is a massive difference winning the series against the Rangers and splitting the 4-game series against the Rangers. Every game matters. Every day matters. Everything matters now for the Royals. That is a massive, massive difference. That was a big win today from the Kansas City Royals, a win that they absolutely needed. We have talked about right now for the Royals, it's simply about taking care of business. And the Royals have absolutely done that in the month of August and given themselves a chance. The Royals are currently 2 games out of the wild card spot with the updated standings. You're 2 games back of Seattle, and Seattle plays later today. So keep an eye on it. But the Royals did exactly what they were supposed to do in this homestand, and we'll talk more about this tomorrow when we have more time to do so. But, I mean, now it is about the Royals overcoming their fears, so to speak. The thing that has put them behind the 8 ball has been their record against good teams. And just how I made the analogy of every time things could have gone one way, it's gone the other. Usually there has been a good team that has been the roadblock at the gate. And now the Royals have a very important series against the Tigers. They play the Tigers, 6 of their next 9 games. These are the games that have typically drowned the Royals. Can the Royals continue to stay afloat? You don't have to win both of these series against the Tigers. You can't lose both of the series. Win one of them, lose the other one, go 3-3 in these next 6 games against the Tigers, and continue to feast on the other teams. And Rob, you'll give yourself a chance to make the postseason.
I had this thought last night as I watched the Royals gag it away to the Rangers. How many times have I seen the Royals lose a game like that, and the effect of that one causes them to lose the next one? I kind of came into today mentally being like, if the Royals are going to sell me, they're not same old Royals. They're not the June Royals. They're not the Royals of our childhood. They have to find a way to put a gut punch loss last night behind them, come out and win a game today. And you know what? I will credit the Royals. They did exactly that. We said at the beginning of the week, the stat was the Royals had to go 23-14 to make the postseason to get to 86 wins. We said 86 wins is the number. They went 3-1 this week. They are doing what we are asking them to do to be in a postseason run. And frankly, you could easily make the argument they should be 4-0 and have swept the Rangers. And now, if you're a Royals fan and you want to get excited, you should get excited. Because guess what? You don't face Tarek Skubal this weekend. So you feel like, yeah, maybe maybe the Tigers are better. I think the Tigers are better. But you go into every matchup with the pitching, neutral, pitching wash, and that gives you a puncher's chance. Dream a little bit, and then you have Chicago against the White Sox. That's when you can really start to gobble up wins again for this team.
We can take some phone calls here. We don't have a whole lot of time today because of the Royals game. 913-586-7965. So if you guys want to chime in, talk a little Royals baseball, we can. We're going to hand things off to Vern coming up here. And actually, Logan is on today, so we're going to hand things off to Logan coming up in just a bit. We can keep talking Royals baseball, 913-586-7965. We can also talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are interested in a running back. Who could it possibly be? We'll discuss it. Keep it right here. So drive.
Hey, it's Cole Reagans from the Kansas City Royals. You're listening to The Drive with C-Dot on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by DM Injury Law. Have you or a loved one been in a car wreck? Contact DM Injury Law today and get the money you deserve. Car wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
It's the summer sales event at Robside Ford. Your chance to upgrade without the stress. Robside joins me now. Rob, what's the offer?
0% financing, $0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on nearly the entire Ford lineup.
That's a serious summer deal.
Sure is. And unlike your brisket last weekend, these deals aren't dry.
Okay, that's fair. These savings are definitely juicy.
And we're backing it up with 2 years of complimentary maintenance, a non-commissioned sales team, and top trade-in values.
No pressure, no gimmicks at Robside Ford. The way car buying should be.
We're Kansas City's top-rated Ford dealer, 4.8 stars, nearly 3,000 Google reviews, and a better experience from start to finish.
So skip the smoke and the dry meat. This summer, start at Robside Ford.
135th and State Line or robsighc.com. 0% financing, $0 down, 0 payments for 90 days, and 2 years of complimentary maintenance.
Robside Ford, buy right, drive happy. And next time, maybe stick to potato salad.
Get ready, KC. August 23rd will not be your average Saturday. Harris, Kansas City is dropping $700 in free play every 7 minutes from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. That's dozens of winners all day long. And it all leads to the big one. At 10:01 p.m., one lucky guest will take home a jaw-dropping $70,000 in cash. That's over $140,000 in free play and cash flying out the door in just one day. Harris, Kansas City, where the cash keeps coming, and you could be our next winner. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Know when to stop before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
What we've been doing is pulling one of the people that sells the car every month and giving them a prize.
Give Me the VIN is giving away $25,000 in cash every month.
David Ling sold your car last week.
I sold a 2020 RX 350.
Yeah. Open that check up and tell me what it says.
$25,000.
$25,000. Give me that. David Ling of Claremont, California is the latest winner in GimmeTheVin.com's big cash giveaway. $25,000. What am I getting for being here? No purchase necessary. For official rules, go to GimmeTheVin.com. Sell us your car.
When enjoying family and friends this Labor Day, bring out the grill and bring out the Gates Barbecue Extra Hot Sauce. It's great on spinach, asparagus, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. While you're at it, be sure to use Gates Hot and Spicy seasonings on fresh fruit, vegetables, popcorn, nuts, or enhance your salad dressings with Gates Hot and Spicy seasoning for that extra flavor pop. Pick these up at your local grocer, and if you don't see them, ask for them. Make Gates Barbecue a part of your Labor Day. Gates Barbecue. Thanks. With love.
Hey folks, I've got a couple of important questions for you. Do you know how much money you need to retire? Do you have a plan in place for your loved ones? If your answer is no, it's time to get your financial planning on track with UMB Private Wealth. It's never too late to start. Plus, their team supports you at every step of the planning process. Go to umb.com/private wealth to schedule your appointment. That's umb.com/private wealth. Why not start today?
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Brad's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, where batteries are as low as $89.99. Sammy, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge. And Sammy does that for free too. In no time at all, Brad is back on the road, ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
If Old Spice Deep Sea Super Hydration Body Wash were music, what would it sound like? Start with the deep sounds of Old Spice's ocean waves and kelp. Layer on the smooth, renewing moisture. You wouldn't hear any parabens or phthalates because Old Spice Deep Sea hasn't got any. But you would hear that vitamin B3 for healthier looking skin. So while your regular body wash sounds like this, Old Spice sounds like this. Sounds like it smells amazing.
Chiefs coverage sponsored by Renner Garage Door, RENNER, forward and back.
Almost Andy Reid here. Renner Garage Door has proudly served KC for nearly 70 years. Get your free estimate today, RENNER, forward and back.
RENNER, RENNER.
Well hit, go ball, gone! Royals fans, FanDuel Sports Network is your TV home and streaming home of the Royals.
Beautiful.
And there are more ways to watch this season. Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network to stream the Royals without blackouts.
Yes!
Or watch through a TV provider.
Right down the middle.
Including DirecTV, Spectrum, Xfinity, Fubo, Cox, and more.
Love it.
Learn more at royals.com/tune in.
They are relentless.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the Mission Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling Studios. Here's traffic, brought to you by DM Injury Law. Have you or a loved one been in a car wreck? Contact DM Injury Law today and get the money you deserve. Car wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Working a two-car crash past Overland Park, 435 southbound just past K10 westbound. It is the right lane blocked. 70 eastbound at 40 Highway. The right lane blocked by a two-car crash there from the Anthony Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric Traffic Center on Val 96.5 The Fan.
Hey, it's Trey Smith from the Kansas City Chiefs. Welcome back to The Drive with C-Dot on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan.
This is not time for I told you so, because I don't feel that way. But Diana Rossini had a tweet this morning. Sources: teams making calls in search of running back additions include the Saints, Browns, and the Chiefs. Now, sometimes you can see a problem before it starts. You can see it. This was clear with the Chiefs. This is not the first time in the 2025-2026 season that we will be having a conversation about the Chiefs adding a running back. It's just not. This is something that the Chiefs, my apologies, still got Royals on the brain. This is something that the Chiefs could have done a little bit more to address in March and April. And I know it, running backs are dime a dozen. I know. The Chiefs this offseason picked up Elijah Mitchell with a significant injury history on a one-year, $2.5 million deal. They also spent the 226th pick on another running back. You cannot do less at the position outside of just not picking up anybody than what the Chiefs did. Like, they didn't get a zero. Like, they didn't get an incomplete. They turned something in. They just got a D+ for what they turned in. I mean, that's better than getting a zero. But you didn't really turn in a whole lot of work in this. So I'm going to knock on wood. Hopefully everybody stays healthy. You get a healthy Isaiah Pacheco, a healthy Kareem Hunt. Elijah Mitchell has a good season. Brashad Smith ends up being a diamond in the rough, a player that I hope all those things are happening. But some of the issues, the trouble with the running back room, you could see this a mile away. Like it didn't take a lot to see that at some point they were going to be in need or just have an eye open for something else. Their room it's thin, number one, and they got a bottom 5 to 8 room in the National Football League. So this is just let's what do they say? Let's put a pin in it. We'll put a pin in it. We'll come back and we can have a conversation about running back once the season gets going. Let's head to the phone line. Seth called into the show today. Seth, how you doing today, my man?
Hey, not too bad, brother. Thank you for having me. Long-time listener, so thanks for having me, C-Dot.
Absolutely, man.
Well, seeing that news on that running back, though, man, I'm surprised hearing what you're saying about the running back room. I've actually always felt different. Way back since Damian Williams, our offense style, we've been able to find success with names like that, like Damian Williams, Isaiah Pacheco. It always drives me crazy that when we get close to that week one, we always will stack up 6 running backs. So just seeing this news, it just lights me up. And I think we can make so much investment-worthy trades looking into building that pass rushing defense or even wide receivers or cornerbacks, try to save some cap for Justin Reed and McDuffie. Just the way we always handle our running back group numbers, it just always just blows my mind. And I feel like we could be managing our investments in such different groups.
Seth, I'm with you, man. I appreciate the phone call. I don't understand. Like, this is something that Rob and I will argue. I mean, just last season, like if you're just going off last season, I mean, Kareem Hunt touched the ball on, I did the math early. He touches the ball on like 1 in every 5, 1 in every 6 plays that the Chiefs run. And then we tell me that guy's not important. Like I can just, okay, all right, I got you. All right, I'm not here to argue running backs. We don't have that much time today. Someone on the text line says, great homestand for the Royals, Carrington. Do you like the picks that the Chiefs got for Sky Moore? They could have gotten anything for Sky Moore, and I would be happy. An A+. An A+. I believe it was a pick swap, right? They swapped 6 and 7s with San Francisco, so they didn't gain anything. They possibly moved up. They could move back. Who knows what happens? I mean, I assume they'll be better than San Francisco, but you have to at least keep the possibility open. You know what I mean? That maybe it's just they got anything for Sky Moore. I don't think Sky Moore was making the team. I think that was very, very apparent that he was not going to make the team. Now, San Francisco, a wide receiver needy team, they've got a lot of injuries, super banged up at wide receiver. I mean, they did what you're supposed to do. If you don't think a player is going to clear waivers and you want to ensure that you get them, you do what they did. You didn't give up anything. Maybe you end up moving back 5 spots in the back half of the NFL draft. I mean, that's worth it to go get a player that you really, really like. I mean, San Francisco didn't really spend any asset to go get Sky Moore, and I would say the Chiefs didn't really gain a big asset by trading away Sky Moore. But that's, I mean, if you're trading away your 6th or 7th wide receiver, then that's kind of what you're going to get at this point in the season. So I don't know how anybody in Kansas City could dislike the trade. You can only like the trade. They got something for a player that was clearly going to get cut.
And that's, I mean, I think I'm trying to find the exact, if it was a pick swap, because I think it was a pick swap. But these kind of deals happen right before the 3rd preseason game. It happened to be the 4th preseason game in the past because players who are going to get cut end up on other teams' rosters, and these teams are trying to protect themselves against the waiver wire. The Niners, Sky Moore would have probably been claimed before the Niners. So you know what the Niners did? They gave up a 2027 6th, by the way. So not even the next draft. It's the draft after that. 2027 6th, and they got Sky Moore and a 2027 7th. So the Chiefs move up on the draft chart.
Oh, my bad. I was incorrect, and I apologize.
Yes, the Chiefs move up on the draft chart in 2 years. Great. But, I mean, it's mostly just the Niners were ensuring themselves they get Sky Moore and don't get into a battle in the waiver claims.
Yeah, so good luck to Sky Moore. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. And I think for whatever reason, it was never going to work in Kansas City. And sometimes for some players, and we see this across all sports, he's not the 2nd-round pick anymore. In Kansas City, he was always going to be the failed 2nd-round pick. That's not what he is in San Francisco anymore. He's the guy that you got for a bag of balls. So if he ends up doing anything, you're thrilled at what you got for Sky Moore, especially right now with an injury. And if you're Sky Moore, you got to be thrilled. Like, you get out of Kansas City, you go to a team that's got a good quarterback, you go to a team that's got an offensive-minded head coach. Like, if you can't make it work in Kansas City and San Francisco, hey, man, it might be time to just get another job. Like, you got to go get a regular 9-to-5 like the rest of us. This football thing just maybe ain't for you. I wish we had more time today. We will have a full show tomorrow. I'll catch you guys. Keep it right here on 96.5 The Fan.
The Drive with Carrington Harrison on your new home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan, brought to you by DM Injury Law. Have you or a loved one been in a car wreck? Contact DM Injury Law today and get the money you deserve. Car wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.